Good shot.
Lakers trail by 6. Huertas passes to Kobe. Bass with the screen. And Bryant kicks to Bass. It's stolen by Valanciunas. And here's the fast break. Ross leading the way. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Left side Lowry. Pass to Powell. Williams with the steal. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. And there's Bryant. That's good on the assist by Williams.
When you can make adjustments to the shot in midair and midstream and still knock it down, you know you're flowing.
Lou Williams won the 6th man award last year. Clark in the
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor, isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
He really does. I mean, he looks like a guard because of his size, but he's truly an explosive scorer. And that's the strength of his game, and that's who he is and what he does.
Clutch, he's checked in for Toronto. The Lakers with the rebound.
You know, and when you look at Lou Williams, he's always had a shooting guard. Skill set in kind of a point guard's body. Now, he's not just a long-range bomber. He will attack the basket and earn his share of trips to the foul line, and that's where he's really deadly. 86% from the stripe. Last season.
So it's Toronto now, following the three-pointer by Kobe Bryant. Here's Clutch. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. 8 points for Clutch.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Now Kobe, he has 5. And there's the foul. It's on Clutch. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
Five seconds left to play here in the first. Here's Huertas. No good on that last second attempt there. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Raptors lead by 4. We'll be back shortly live from the Air Canada Centre in downtown Toronto. And Kobe Bryant dealing with the wear and tear of decades in the league. He talks about how he remains effective. Well, at Kobe's age and with the 2 years worth of injuries, is coming back for him just a matter of Greg adjustments, or is that another way of saying he has to limit everyone's expectation, including his own?
You know what? When it comes to Kobe Bryant, history has shown that the normal rules just don't apply. I think it's the rest of the league that's going to have to adjust to a well-rested.
And we welcome you back to more NBA action. Players looking hydrated. It's your take on Toronto so far.
I just don't know that you're going to see a better quarter defensively than what we saw in the first.
Really a big part of why they're on top here.
The second. Roy Hibbert is out there with Randall. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. Then it's Russell. And it's Williams at the 3 spot. Valanciunas.
And that's an example of willpower right there, guys. I mean, grabbing the offensive rebound and then going back up strong.
And GA, in a close game like this where every possession is critical, that could prove to be a very big one.
Boy, it sure could, Kevin. I mean, he salvaged 2 big points for them off that miss. Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Joseph, he's checked in for Toronto.
And the Raptors have been talking about changing things up in the logo department for a while. Finally, we get a chance to see the new logo this season.
The Lakers trail. Outside, Russell. Fires the 3. No good. So the Raptors will take it the other way. As you said, the Raptors with the new logo this year, Greg. Good looking change to it then, Clark.
Yeah, I think it's subtle enough to not lose the continuity, but still feel fresh and new. I like that. That's a nice job of balancing the old with freshening up for the new.
Here's Clarkson. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
That is really poor defensive awareness. I mean, he's one guy you don't want to give any space to. You've got to stay attached and connected.
Joseph dishes to Valanciunas. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Back to DeRozan. Joseph sets a screen for DeRozan. 5 to shoot. Misses the 3. The Lakers have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Here's Clarkson. They get it again. Hibbert. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And it's DeRozan missing.
That's what we call good defense in the paint, worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean, you saw it right there. Without his presence, that's an easy basket.
Williams in the post. DeRozan defending. It's Williams with the drive. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Here's Joseph. DeRozan passes to Joseph. Nice shot from the wing. Joseph's got 5 points in the quarter. Here is Russell. 5 points in the game. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far. You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
And Valanciunas kicks to Joseph. From beyond the arc, Randall grabs the board. Lakers trail by 4. And one feels bad for the way Julius Randle's career started. I was there that night. First game of the season, 7th pick out of Kentucky in the 2014 draft. Suited up for one game, broke his right leg 14 minutes in. And the guy that comforted him the most, I recall very vividly, Kobe Bryant stayed with him the entire time when he was really in shock on the floor.
He was, and unfortunately, for so many reasons. For one, he had really been progressing in the summer league, and the Lakers obviously had high hopes for him. And when he went down, that was the start of the rest of the ship kind of going down with him.
Some changes for Toronto. Luis Scola, he's checked in for Terrence Ross, for Corey Joseph, and it's Lowry in for Johnson. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Now running, there comes Lowry pushing the ball up, and DeRozan throws it down.
Threw it down with authority.
Oh, he can really fly. And you combine that, Clark, with some of the nice penetration, too, and you've got an easy 2 points.
And able to just play well above the rim. I mean, that makes this guy so dangerous. When he's in the game.
Passes it to Kobe. Clarkson kicks to Bass. He feeds it to Bryant. Lets it go from deep. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Clutch, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. Raptors leading by 4. We've got 1:18 left to play here in the half. Here's Scola. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are. And their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
And Bryant kicks to Clarkson. The kick out to Bryant. Wide open look. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Here's Clutch. He's guarded by Bass. Here's Clutch. He dishes it to Powell. We've got 28 seconds left to play here in the half. Can't get it to go. Pass to Huertas. And Bass kicks to Kobe. And the Lakers with another miss.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
Screened by Valanciunas. It's stolen by Nance. And so that's the end of the first half. It's the Raptors up 6. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Hey, Kevin. Well, Coach Casey, obviously it's early in the season, but how would you say this team is shaping up in terms of its chemistry and personnel-wise?
I love our guys. We have a great group of young men that are competing hard, and it feels good because I know our guys are totally engaged and focused and give us what they have.
Coach, thank you for the time. Gentlemen, back to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Ernie Johnson along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. The first quarter for the Raptors was fairly even. The biggest lead for them during the period was 6. And taking a look at the Raptors, Kenny, what did you see out there?
Well, they're paying attention to the boards, and that's a good thing. When you're trying to get ahead and stay ahead, it often comes down to a few key possessions. Any extra rebounds you can get is a big difference. I like their intensity out there.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Lakers?
Well, Ernie, this is definitely a big wake-up call for them. Their field goal percentage is sitting in the low 30s. They came out unfocused, unmotivated, unprepared. If they can't turn the tide and play with greater efficiency, it's going to be a long second half.
All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report as it's just about time for the start of the third quarter.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters.
Looking at the game for Clutch, he has 8 points and 2 blocks.
Lakers trail by 6. Well, last year, Toronto won their division and got bounced out in the first round. Same result, Clark, they had back in 2014.
Yeah, but, you know, despite that sameness, they were an improved team last season, Kevin. They did a lot of the small things better in total, and I thought looked better and more cohesive as a group.
Johnson is out there with Clutch. Then it's DeRozan. Then it's Scola. And it's Valanciunas. And at the pivot, manning the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
And as you mentioned, the Raptors did improve last season. I mean, they cut back on their turnovers a lot. They were top 3 in the league in terms of taking care of the basketball.
He hits both from the stripe.
And as you said, the Raptors took care of the ball a lot better and as a result had more assists. They also cut back on their fouls, and that was helpful. Little things like that made them much more competitive as a team, and helped lead them to those 49 wins.
Russell with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Clarkson, good, and the assist goes to Russell. Clarkson's got 6 points. Toronto's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Here's Clutch. Hands it from downtown. And the Raptors lead by 5.
No, that wasn't the highest quality look, but for him, it doesn't matter. He doesn't need a great look to knock down the three.
Hibbert with the screen. Kobe dishes to Hibbert. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Valanciunas has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And he gets it to go. And that's 13 points for Clutch.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Johnson outside. 5 on the clock. Screen by Valanciunas. Here's Clutch. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And though he's been working on his offensive skills, defense and rebounding are Valanciunas' bread and butter. That was the case with him when he was playing in Lithuania Club, and it's the case now.
It still sure is the case. I mean, it's hard to find a guy with this combination of size, athleticism, and fluidity. Just a tad over-aggressive at times, but I'd rather have to turn a guy down than to turn him up.
Russell with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Randall passes to Clarkson, and then Hibbert with the dunk.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
And the Raptors call time here.
And watching Valanciunas rebound, it's clear he has all the tools. Great anticipation, really looks to box out. Strong vertical, might just need to add some strength to become a perennial 10-rebound-a-game guy.
And Toronto making a change here. Ross is checked in. Williams is checked in for Los Angeles. And Hibbert with the block. And stolen by Scola. And he stops it. What a pass to set him up.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too. And for Valanciunas, he's been working on his defensive consistency. Last year, he actually increased his blocks per game while lowering his fouls per game. That's a big step forward in his development.
Here's Clutch. He's guarded by Russell. Feeds to DeRozan. Scola against Hibbert. Scola passes to Clutch. On the money with the open jumper. Clutch has got the lead up to 7 now for the Raptors.
I like the way he's not forcing anything, taking advantage of what the defense is giving him. He's been a key contributor for them in this quarter.
Randall against Ross. Kicks to Williams. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. And here's Kobe for 3. And they call over the back here. Too much contact.
You know, right call. Gave the officials no choice there. I mean, they've got to make that call over the back.
Yes. I mean, he went chest first into the man in front of him. My goodness. I'm not an official, and I could have gotten that one right.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Powell, he's checked in for DeRozan. Joseph comes in for Clutch. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Johnson. Powell kicks to Joseph. To the inside. Here's Ross. And the Raptors miss again. Lakers trail by 7.
Well, clearly the Lakers were not a great team. I mean, they did have one of their better bench units last season. They led the league in points off the bench, but that was more an indictment of the quality of the starters than the firepower of the bench.
Last year, the Lakers did have some firepower off the bench. A lot of players would see their roles shift during the year, as you might expect for a team trying to find the right combination.
Yeah, they were also near the top in the league in bench minutes played. So whether you start or come off the bench last year in L.A., you'll see plenty of action. And, you know, one thing that comes to mind with Kobe is his incredible dedication to winning. I mean, you wonder if that has turned off potential free agents. Maybe he's a bit too competitive, but, you know, when you're in the business of competing, hard for me to imagine you can be too competitive.
Shoots from 12, and the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Bryant's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, he doesn't waste too many of those chances close to the basket.
Outside Lowry. Dishes to Joseph. Nance against Ross. To the paint. Joseph. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Joseph's got 7 points in the game. With Kobe and his competitiveness, it is something that he's coped with. He said it took him a while in the league, Clark, to realize not everyone loves basketball as much as he does.
Yeah, you know, even if you don't have the same kind of drive that has propelled Kobe all these years, I think you have to respect him for it. It shouldn't be a problem for potential free agents, in my opinion.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Terrence Ross, an explosive young player who can really put on a show. Clark, jaw-dropping, highlight reel dunks on his special.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Tremendous athlete, great bounce and elevation and creativity. Won the slam dunk contest as a rookie.
Here's Wirtz, now recovering. Williams attacking, and he gets the bucket. Williams has got his first bucket in this one.
And back to Terrence Ross. Sometimes the show he puts on is of the scoring variety. He threw in 51 against the Clippers 2 seasons ago. Great lift and form on his shot.
Nance with some nice D. Lakers trail by 3.
Not sure if they're aware of the 2-for-1 opportunity.
Well, they ought to be. I mean, that basic basketball time management. You've got to be aware of your clock and your situation. He's still looking for his first three-pointer of the second half after making just one in the first.
The Lakers have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. And here's Kobe. 9 points in the game so far. They get a hand on it. There's the pass to Wirtz. That misses, and a chance to tie it there. Joseph. No good. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Raptors lead by 3. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. Taking a look at the Lakers. Larry Nance out there with Randall. Then it's Roy Hibbert. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. And it's Russell in at the 1 spot. No good. And Toronto will go the other way with it. Fast break, Toronto. And Lowry gets it to go. Lowry's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Toronto. Lakers trail by 5. Randall a screen on Lowry. Russell against Ross. The drive by Russell. Powell pulls it in.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Here's the screen. There's the feed to Nance. He kicks to Randall. 6 on the shot clock. Nance dishes to Russell. Again, Russell missing.
Some of the shots he's taken have been real head scratchers. I mean, come on. He's out there playing like it's a game of horse at the park.
Johnson outside. DeRozan on the wing. Breaks a big height bounce and goes in. And the Raptors lead by 7. For Los Angeles, they've gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Now, here is Russell. He's guarded closely. Here's Clarkson. Sinks the three-pointer.
Defenders need to recognize and be alert to staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Passes it to Clutch. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Here's Valanciunas, and he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. You've got to be relentless.
And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Toronto?
I thought we might see the defense adjust at halftime to slow the break, but that has not been the case.
The number of second chance points they've gotten is also impressive. I mean, they've kept so many possessions alive with offensive rebounds.
The drive by Russell. And that one's good. Toronto calls timeout.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
There was just no motion, nothing going on.
That's a great point. And their ball movement could use some work. A lot of ISOs last season, and it killed a lot of the flow the team had in the half court.
Raptors leading by 5. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Kicks it out to Johnson. Out to the right wing. And stolen by Russell. There's the dish to Randall. And Nance kicks to Clarkson. Back to Nance. Drops in the layup for 2. Now just a 3-point Raptor lead.
Loose D here. Critical stretch. I mean, you better off sending them to the free throw lines than to have them get that good a look.
Here's Clutch. The kick out to Scope. It's stolen by Nance. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
You see the benefit of knocking down baskets consecutively because it leads to the confidence growing and growing.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
There is no way a player like him can be left wide open like that. Did you pay attention to the scouting report?
From 12 feet out. Rebound the Lakers. Now, here is Russell. Pass to Clarkson. To take the lead. And it's blocked by DeRozan. They retain possession. Boom! He chips it straight down.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
Timeout called the Lakers.
He's forcing shots offensively, hurting his team in the process. He needs to trust his teammates more.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Yes, during that break, Coach Byron Scott from three-point territory, he told them to start looking for more high-quality shots inside the paint. We're forcing too many threes, he said. Stop with the bombs and work it inside.
And thank you, Doris.
On that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
Shooting for Toronto.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really want. He's got one more, though. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time.
Getting to the stripe is something they've been doing a lot of in the second half, guys.
And when you're behind, it's a good strategy. Not only do you get points, but you also get to set your defense.
Here's Clutch. Power down with both hands.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down. And offensively, they've been struggling. He just wants to get them back into a good flow and stop forcing shots.
Well, Greg, the misses started piling up. Things kind of snowballed on him in that regard. This is a good timeout to kind of calm his guys down and hit the reset button.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're down by 4. 1:35 left in the fourth quarter. Randall passes to Russell. He feeds it to Kobe. The 15-footer. No luck. Nice D from DeRozan. Raptors leading by 4. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. Timeout called the Lakers. They're behind by 4. A minute 20 left to play here in the fourth. A minute 20 left in the fourth quarter. Ryan in the post. DeRozan defending.
Take a look at what Kobe's done. 9 points, and he was able to come up with 1 steal, too.
You know what? He's been a difference maker defensively today, Clark. He's disrupted more plays than the stat sheet will show.
He hits the first one, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. Bryant hits them both.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
Screen by Valanciunas. Clutch. Johnson outside. He dishes it to Valanciunas.
Second team foul. Shooting for Toronto. Jonas.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And a tough break as his second attempt at the line. No good. Here's Bryant. Nails it. And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Kobe has been sensational.
The Raptors have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Here's Clutch. He's guarded by Russell. Valanciunas passes to Clutch. Clock at 6. Fires from deep. Nice D from Russell. So it's the Lakers now. Pass to Clarkson. Left side, Bryant. To the middle. Here's Randall. Money!
As clutch a shot as I have ever seen.
In a word, gutsy.
Toronto calls timeout. They trail by 1. 20 seconds left in the fourth. Here's what's your take?
And really no need to rush. Still plenty of time to get a good look.
Well, if they've got a play that they use to get a quality shot, this is the time to run it.
Kobe against DeRozan. Screen by Scola. And the pass to Clutch. Off the pick. The jam! I mean, just beautiful.
And Scola, Luis Scola, setting a really nice screen that time.
And the Lakers call time here. They're losing by 1.
All right, fellas, it's here for the taking. A couple stops, a couple buckets, and we get the W.
Down 1. They've got enough time to make a couple of passes here to find the open man, but they've got to bury the shot to win the game.
Here is Bryant. Fires the 3. And so the big win by Toronto in a tight game. What a show they put out here at home tonight.
Tremendous work all the way down to the wire. You were just wondering what would happen next. Major drama, and we saw good.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Kyle, congratulations on this win. Tell us what the team's objective was tonight that most helped in getting this victory.
Everybody played. We all played together. We stayed, aggressive and stayed the course of the game.
Cohesiveness and aggressiveness, a pretty good combination. Thanks for the time.